Anything else that you can think of how a MSP, a Matterport service provider, might differentiate themselves, maybe even make Matterport irrelevant?
Well, deliver more images. I don't know if I think we covered that. Cropping the images so that they're all the same aspect ratio is important. Possibly bringing a DSLR on site with you and grabbing shots that way.
So we talked about a lot of stuff. Do you think those matter to real estate agents, or really it's going to depend on the client?
They matter. The majority of my clients want images that all look consistent. They don't want to have 10 images look great and 2 of them look bad. None of my clients would have accepted that bathroom with the weird colored walls that was delivered. Quality matters, especially if you're paying for a service. You want value for that service. And if you feel like you're not getting value for that service, you're going to have an issue with it. So they may, hook, line, and sinker somebody in with that $299 price, but I wonder how much repeat business they're going to get where somebody's like, this is a great value. Especially, taking that out. I'm not the greatest photographer, and my company doesn't provide top of the line, best pictures in the world. However, my customer service skills, to quote the famous Mike Tyson, is impeccable. And so, there's a huge missed opportunity with VHT/Matterport on the customer service side. The experience I had.
That's hard to differentiate yourself, because you can say, hey, we provide impeccable customer service, as opposed to the others that don't provide impeccable. But until somebody actually places an order and maybe goes through some of those pain points that you experienced was, oh, I just paid. When is my tour? Oh, okay, my tour's been scheduled. Oh gosh, it's 4 days after the time I called to get my tour scheduled. Okay, when do I get my digital assets? Oh, that was 4 days late. 4 days later versus overnight. So those are kinds of all pain points that equal customer service, but until somebody actually goes through that, can you actually tell them to say our customer service is better?
Well, that speaks to, customer retention and how to keep your customers coming back. My customers come back frequently because of the customer service. And as I was going through those pain points, I was like, well, yep, this is Matterport, 3 weeks to respond to a trouble ticket, or, saying that there's a photographer assigned, but not having that information available. Like, I would just say, no, we don't have anybody assigned yet. I wouldn't say, yeah, we do, but I can't tell you who it is because I don't know.
Interesting. Okay. So I think today is Tuesday, February 28th, 2023. Tomorrow, Wednesday, March 1st, 2023. I think I'll start in the We Get Around Network forum a list of ways that Matterport service providers can differentiate themselves from Matterport Digital Pro, from this VHT Studios, because I think there are very clear ways to say, this is how I'm different. And, just to pick one little small thing is, if you're the agent and you place an order at 10 a.m. on Thursday, your expectation might be that you're going to have this shot and have the deliverables by Saturday, not Friday of the following week.
Yeah. And, one thing I did learn out of this, which I might use, and I might tell my guys to use it, is the photographer was very meticulous when he was out front and on unlevel surfaces. He had his level on his cell phone, and he was leveling the top of the Pro 3. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Matterport, I assume, corrects that a little bit if you're slightly off, but that was one of those things where I was like, oh, okay, that's a good point. So,
all right, cool.